Hello and welcome to the first, but certainly not last, inaugural episode of Snide. Sort of a podcast kind of thing, trying it out. Your host, Corey, and in the studio with me is my brother.
Ryan.
And also in the gallery today, we got his lady, Jasmine. So today we're just going to kind of establish what this is from, where it's going, what sort of this whole endeavor entails. So, Ryan,
Yes.
I've got a couple of things here on the docket, just kind of figuring out what we're doing here. I know we talked off air about doing streaming, like game streaming. I'm going to call that the Snide stream.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Yeah, we've talked about, I think we're going to play some Grand Theft Auto at some point.
Absolutely. A staple in our household growing up, Grand Theft Auto.
Started at the ripe age at 9.
Yep.
It was
Yep. Dad said, start him young.
and Vice City you go.
Yeah, Vice City. Yeah. That just reminded me. It's because he was a big Vice PD fan. Is that what that show was back
Miami
in like the
Vice?
80s? Miami Vice, that's right. Yeah. And he thought it was a game based on Miami Vice. He was delighted to realize eventually, I mean there were references, but no, that's not what that game was.
Right.
It was very much not a toned down, semi-racist 80s kind of I mean, it wasn't really racist. I'm just playing. I mean,
Well,
it
I
was
mean-
based in Miami. Inevitably, it's going to be racist.
But he's also a fan of The Godfather, too.
The
so,
Godfather. He was a big sort of mob worshiper. He loved that like Italiano, like
The
very,
Sopranos.
very, very anti. Strangely enough, very anti like black gang kind of thing. But no,
But
that's very
Italian
dangerous.
gang? Italian gangs?
Respectable, respectable. The Italian. He said they did it with class, I guess. So he was really into that. So then there's some other games we might be trying. We're trying out Game Pass, so we might be doing some of that kind of business here. So for the sort of vanilla podcast of Snide, we got the Snide casts, which will be like an hour long plus. They're kind of like more sort of the interview type stuff, and I'll get into sort of the different formats that I have in mind. I just kind of jotted some shit down in a haze last night. And then we got Snide pods, which will kind of be 30 minutes less, kind of just snippets, because a part of this whole thing is just growing up. Not a lot was imparted to us, but opinions were very a big thing. Judgments, criticisms,
For sure.
yeah, and we've always been really good, like kind of conversationalists. Like, I mean, what dead horse don't we beat?
That's true. That's
Like,
true.
There's so we've got there'll be commentaries. We'll kind of just bring in just a news discussion, a topic. Try to
Right.
stay topical. I mean, we'll see
Yeah,
how long it
try
takes
to.
for me to edit these shit boxes. So we got commentaries, and then also just I'm thinking like movie commentaries. We'll throw on like
Right,
some
you could
movie
do
or
like
TV.
like a Pulp Fiction maybe, or like
Yes, yeah, classics.
Can you do a commentary to Ted?
Absolutely. I mean, Ted is itself, I think, a commentary of itself, but I think we could also throw some commentary on top. I mean, even if it's just us kind of just quietly like, or just like dispelling, hey, he was also in this other thing with this person,
Have
that's
you
fine. I
seen
mean,
Daddy's Home?
yeah. Exactly. Just like, yeah. Oh, freaking, what's his name? Joe? Shoot. Whatever. I'm not going to do that right now. Yeah, the Joe in Family Guy,
Patrick Warburton?
no, not Peter. Like Patrick Warburton.
pretty
Did you ever
good.
see the Tick? The Tick? Did you
Oh,
ever see
wasn't the Tick on Crackle?
Yeah, it was on
Oh
Crackle for
my
a minute.
God.
I think now it's like on Prime or something.
I was talking about Crackle with a customer the other day. because they had like a Roku TV, and she was going through all her apps that she had.
Yeah.
And Crackle was
Get her on
there.
that free Crackle, man. That shit. Get her on that Crackle, dude, man.
I think it's got. Does it still have Step Brothers on there? They had Step Brothers on there at one point.
Yes. Except I have a director's cut, which
Oh,
has
you're right.
the infamous fancy sauce sequence.
Yeah, I remember
Fancy sauce.
Yeah.
It's my fancy sauce. You can't have any fancy sauce.
But anyway, yeah, I know. I
This
diverted.
is a house of learned doctors. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so we'll do like commentaries and shit. I mean, if anything, I've learned fucking around on the internet this past year. I mean, people will watch and listen to anything, man. But and then there will be like conversationals, sort of just rants, just very free form, free wheeling, dealing.
I can get down to that because that's about we can
That's our
call
speed.
each other. We can call each other and rant for about an hour.
Oh yeah, just throw it on the phone. Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. If I'm learning anything from the internet, it is
in the last
quantity
year.
over quality. Quantity over quality. Don't ever let anyone tell you different. Those artist fucks can go fuck themselves. Quantity over quality. So yeah, and maybe we'll do like sort of just kind of like just ranting and what is this word I wrote down here? Whatever that is. We'll also do and this is the one I know you're really excited for, Ryan. Collectives. Top 5s, top 3s, top 10s, canons, just lists of sort of we can go into timelines and nerd out on that kind of shit, shared universe type stuff.
I know we did talk about the top 5 of everything.
Yes, and you will be delighted. This is the only original creative title I came up for any of this because I'm a narcissist. So most of this stuff is C's and S's or has our names in it or rhymes, But this right here is the best title we got in the whole thing. The Rye Fives. The Rye Fives.
Oh man!
So you got the rye, like your name, but also Snide. We're very rye about things.
Oh man!
So Rye Fives.
So is that very like dry, or is that like
kind of critical, kind of very opinionated, kind of dealio.
That's so cool.
And then lastly, I've got here on this docket is chronicles. So family histories, jokes, memories, just sort of stories. We could tell some of our ghost stories and shit like that.
Oh, man.
The chronicles. So we got commentaries, conversationals, collectives, and chronicles. It is very apparent I have OCD.
Everybody.
Very OCD list of lots of C's. Lots of C's.
Well, let me add a D, though. I know we did.
Ryan's
talk
gonna
about
just pull his D out right here for
right
everyone
here,
to see.
Everyone.
What is it?
Drizzle time.
Drizzle time. I forgot about drizzle time. Yeah, we're gonna get faded and do some puzzles up in this business.
We got the perfect plastic table for it.
This is This is a puzzle table right here. Puzzles and board games were made for this. When we get video up, people will get to see this sweet ass table here. this big black table.
Big black and then your chair. Your chair.
That hopefully is not squeaking into this fucking microphone right now. This fucking chair. I love it.
It is it's a good table. But,
so you got any other like notes, anything here? Go ahead and write drizzle time on this.
Oh, what is this face on here?
This creepy ass little clown face. I doodled that too.
Was that also last night? Man, who put this?
I don't even remember drawing
cap on here. Was that
Superman?
It's like that was a Superman thing. So yeah, okay.
How do you like that? Rye 5.
Rise 5. That is cool. I didn't know you could do anything with a 4-letter name. Now you're gonna get to see my childish handwriting.
It's better than having the handwriting of a serial killer. One
It's
time
very
for
serial killer handwriting. Oh man.
that writing right there belongs on a ransom note.
It says
One time in high school, as like a sort of like a weird thing we did for science class, someone had a forensic handwriting analysis come in and like jokingly tell us things about our personalities, and he looked at my handwriting. He had nothing to say.
oh no, that's awful.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, draws all time seems like so. I need to ask you. So, what What pieces are we looking into? Like piece size on a box.
Oh, at least 500.
All right,
You sounded nervous.
that'll be my biggest puzzle.
It's like I usually do the 25-piece ones that have the holographic thing to them.
Or I was thinking that that doctor's office puzzle where you do the 4 pieces together, right?
Hey, where did you do that? Were you in a special needs class? Where did you do these puzzles? How do you?
You know, the day where you're sick, you go to the doctor, and they're like,
Oh, like in the
"All
waiting
right,
room?
Yeah, yeah.
You got those influenza puzzle pieces. Hope Mom had you wash your hands after you did that puzzle.
But
Who
what
am I
about-
kidding? I know, we know she did. We know she did.
Because she probably washed her hands watching you play with that puzzle.
Yeah. She in the water fountain. She had her own hand soap.
Pulled out Germex from her purse. But then you had the game where you moved the beads over the
Oh my
poles
god!
or whatever.
I loved those things. The freaking. It was like a maze, but with a marble. Yeah.
Oh, I think we're
am I
talking
thinking about it
two different puzzles?
Oh wait, hold on. You're talking about the one that looked like a roller coaster
yeah,
but
that
had the
you
beads.
moved all like that.
Is that
was,
considered a puzzle? I thought that was considered that was like that was the Angry Birds of its time. That was the time waster. Like
Okay, yeah, I could see that. But
no, I guess it did help with like 3-dimensional space. I didn't do that one a lot. That's why I'm always dropping shit.
that's definitely the one that that's the one I stuck to.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember those handheld games where like you had 2 buttons and it was like fish and you had to put like the whole like the rings over the bottom or whatever?
Yeah, I hated them. I loved them, but I hated them. Like I was so bad at them. I was like, I want to be like Sonic and just snatch up these rings here, man. Like, what are these little rings?
Oh, man. Did you ever play, dude, me and Chris, that was like our staple growing up. There was a couple of games that we used to play all the time. One of them was Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
Do you know how much time I wasted on those little fake-ass pets in that game?
Oh,
the little chibi
man,
pets.
yeah.
What were those?
Chows.
Chows.
Yeah.
I love that you remember that.
Dude,
oh my God.
me and Chris used to play. Me, Chris, and Isaac used to play that game. They had
game.
the little mini games.
Was
Do you
that
remember
one multiplayer?
Yeah. Yeah, me and Chris
We
used
gotta
to
hunt
play.
that shit down.
Chris has got it. He's got the hook.
He still got a
games.
GameCube?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Who still has a game? More like Lame Cube. No, but I want to play that game. You remember Mario Sunshine?
Oh man,
That was one of the 4 games we ever got for the GameCube.
He had that like backpack with the water on it. I think is what.
Yeah, and it like made him fly around and shit. It was very not Mario, but
At all.
it was like a hippie on an acid trip got a hold of the Mario concept and was told like make a game from it.
That was such a fun game though. I know that I think Chris beat that game. It was one of those games I played over at Chris's house.
Right. But I thought we had it.
I don't remember.
Because I thought it was the one that came with the GameCube.
Which GameCube?
Oh, well, shit, Ryan. I might have to bleep this out, but AG Street?
Okay.
AG Street, that was like when we had the game. I had that, and I had the Superman game that Mom hated when I played because I was so addicted with that shit. I was so addicted with that shit.
I
She gets so
remember
mad.
a Monsters Inc. dodgeball game.
I don't remember that one. I might have thought that was a baby game.
It was kind of fun though. I mean, I don't know. It was a really fun game. That was one that I played a lot. Do you remember that one game? I had it for the Game Boy. It
Triple X?
Yes,
Oh, for real?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that game.
That was a really
That
fun
was just the
game.
first one I thought of when I thought of your GBA.
Yeah, that was the one that I remembered, and then also we had another game, but I always hated that. I don't know. I never treated the handheld games like the way it should. Like,
What do you mean?
like I
Like
only had
portable? It's
yeah,
because our parents never took us out anywhere.
that's fair.
And if they did, they'd be like, "Don't bring your Game Boy." It's like, why the fuck did you get me a goddamn Game Boy? Like,
This is when I want to play it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not at home. I remember. I
so
remember.
we'd sit around like chumps watching Nickelodeon playing our GBAs. That's why we have terrible attention spans.
That's fair. That is true because you were trying to you had like 3 different things on.
Yeah, and now I can't settle for any less than that now. It's like not enough stimulus.
I know. I noticed the other day I had the TV on my Xbox, and then I had my, and then I was like on my phone.
Yep.
It's like what are you doing? Like, are you watching the TV or are you playing on your phone?
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I think the trick though is that you got to become aware of it, and then once you're aware of it, then it's like, okay, I can start to sort of mitigate this. But that's the key, though. Some people, they don't even have self-awareness, and they just
It's true.
they don't self-deprecate about it, But yeah.
I guess it just goes to show how much you take advantage of today's society.
Oh my God, it's excess, man. It's excess, right? Like, this is all too much. This is all way too much. If you listen to this shit, you're doing something else right now, stop it. Just listen to this. You're doing too much.
No, just relax.
Yeah, man, just relax. What are you doing?
But no, I had my PSP,
The
and
PSP. Only game I ever had for that was the God of War one that was on that.
really, I
Yeah.
had a 2K game on it, like an NBA
2K
game
on the
yeah.
PSP. Wow.
It was like the 2K. Oh man, it was the 2K that had Kobe Bryant on it.
Dude, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Kobe. Hold on, Kobe.
Don't you pour that on my floor. Yeah. Okay. Damn
That
it.
was for you,
It's going to
Kobe.
be sticky.
But yeah, I had that, and then I had like a Tomb Raider. Crazy thing about the PSP is that they had movies for it,
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
and you could put music on it.
I do remember that too. I did use it as an iPod for a minute. It was just so awkward in the pocket. But I was bad at memory cards, so I'd always have like multiple devices with music loaded up instead of just like putting more memory on the device,
Because our parents didn't take us out.
because our parents never took us out anywhere. We were like flowers in the attic and shit, man.
I know, dude. You only had that can around.
I had that on the PSP. I had that movie on the. I'm just kidding.
You only had that 3 cans of Chef Boyardee in the pantry.
Don't make me cough right now. Fucking-
What's for dinner? Oh, find it. We got food at home. seen this picture that was like, it's like I have kids and all of a sudden my parents find McDonald's money.
It's so funny, man. That's so funny. You have to track that down, download it. We'll put it on like the landing page for this.
Oh man.
So but that brings me back to lovely segue, but back to the matter at hand, the future of the show. Tell me about it.
As far as so all of those ideas is that so let's think if we look at the list, how much of that is like collaborative?
Oh, I mean, I've thought about doing solo cast, but I mean, like, who? I just feel like an angry man talking into his ham radio or some shit. I don't want to do that. So, like, pretty much all of it is collaborative. So, yeah, I mean, as long as you're down, man, you'll be like a sort of like the stable co-host.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely down for that.
Obviously, the chronicles with like the family stuff, we'll bring like our parents in here to answer for what they've done, and our siblings to answer for what they've done, and just sort of coworkers to answer for what they've done. No. Definitely good vibes here though, for sure. And yeah, so the commentaries, the more the merrier with something like that,
No doubt.
Bring it up on the big screen up in here, and
definitely got a couple.
We got lots of chairs, and
definitely got a couple friends that we could bring in 100%. And do a commentary, no doubt. It's almost like that's what we do anyway when we watch a movie. We never watch a movie and just like sit quiet for 2 hours.
That's what I was going to say earlier. Like, we're very good at talking through a movie. I mean, like, I insert offensive joke here. Drizzle time, of course. You want lots of people, but you don't want this table to get too. Which, we could also file that with sort of talking about doing board games here and shit. What's a good catchy sort of OCD title for just Drizzle time? Well, Drizzle time should be a thing upon its own, right?
No doubt.
I want to get like a camera that I can somehow put like bird's eye view.
Harness it over the table.
In some way. I mean, well. Why is that the funny thing?
That would be pretty dope, dude.
Yeah. I want to picture just Ryan looking up. So pure. Yeah. So a very large amount of this collaborative. But I mean, game time is too. That's too. I don't know. It's not really game time. Like, everyone's got a game time,
That's true.
People might even think it's like a sports podcast or something,
Game time. They turn it on and it's us playing a game. And they're like, "What the?"
It's us playing. Sorry, that should just be the subtitle of the. Sorry. Game time. What is that? It's a bunch of fucking adults playing Sorry. Like,
they're drinking.
Is it kid friendly? No, it's definitely not kid friendly. What are they doing?
We're playing Monopoly and somebody gets the card that's like, "Go to jail, do not collect $200," and they're like, "What the?"
Do not collect my wasted time back. No, fucking Drunkopoly, dude. Drunkopoly. Like back in the day.
That would definitely have to be a time where we would, I don't know, I'd have to find, like, somewhere to sleep on the floor or something.
No, we got sleeping space or whatever.
That's true. Oh
Get your
man, I'd be
Ubers.
down. I'd be down to. Could Uber too. That's cool. Yeah, I never think of that, but
Yeah, just charge the company for it, you know.
oh my god. Yeah, that would be dope. Just play a game of. I've never. Well,
Did you never play Drunkopoly?
not drunk. I've played Monopoly like when we were kids and stuff,
Well, yeah.
but I've never played Drunkopoly.
Drunkopoly, I gotta find the rules somewhere. It's some shit I formulated when I was like 20 years old. But basically, it's Monopoly, but you incorporate alcohol.
Like when
Who
you,
would have thought?
that'd be dope. Is that like, I don't know.
Would you light a stick of dynamite in here? Is that ever gonna go out? This is the fucking never-ending cigarette here. This is crazy. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Rye?
That would be dope. I'd be down for that. But no, I'm definitely ecstatic for what this may hold.
Yeah, we got an exciting future here for sure. For sure. Let's see. Did we miss anything? Game time. Gotta write that down.
Game time. Everybody's got a game time. Oh man. So is there anything you want to add?
Let me go through.
What are you, Steve, with his notepad
Who's Steve?
from Blue's Clues?
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Ryan looked at me like I just fucking crucified Christ here. I don't remember Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues.
You know, you can skidoo the hell out of here. You're going to be dropping Blue's Clues references. Game time, Blue's Clues.
What is
this fucking baby show? No, I am actually really
Blue's
shocked
Clues
I didn't get
was my
that.
shit as a kid, dude.
We can too. I remember. We had tons of Blue's Clues memorabilia. Our cousin actually ate your thinking
Blue's
chair.
Clues chair the day after I got it.
Dude, you were so happy about it too. You were like,
Dude, I got it like an inflatable chair.
Looked exactly like the
Blue's
thinking
Clues chair. As a kid, I was what, 5, 4?
This was around the same time that we got that funny tasting medicine. That I was talking about. I can't even remember if the mics were hot when we were talking about that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we were.
That was a whole nother tangent.
Nother
I just made a reference to some shit no one's ever gonna get.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, the day after I got it, my cousin went to try to take a chunk out of the chair.
Don't worry, we'll get him on the show to answer for what he's done.
And tried to take a chunk out of the chair and busted it. The day after I got it,
He would eat like everything. He was one of those kids
that put anything in his mouth. And but yeah, no, we definitely got to get him on the cast. He wants to hang out sometime here soon, so maybe here soon.
He wants to use your internet.
That's exactly what he wants to do. But what if we brought him over here and then we used your internet?
That's fine. I mean, I'll just charge the company for it.
Just put it on the company's tab. Yeah. And but no, anything you think we got? What else we got?
I don't know if I feel like there is some shit we're forgetting that we talked about at one point.
I know at one point we mentioned movie reviews. Now, obviously, that could be tied into the commentaries.
Commentaries, absolutely. Because this is also kind of how I'm going to, like, separate things on the website, you know? It's just kind of like episodes under those tabs or whatever.
That's true.
Maybe some of these creepy doodles over to the side and shit.
The clown shit, yeah.
Ryan has not stopped looking at that little clown face since he came in here.
Creepy. It goes with the serial killer handwriting, dude.
That was a joke. No, this is like substitute history teacher handwriting, I think. It could be the
Oh,
same. Could be the
could
same.
be.
Substitute
Could be.
history teacher.
I just ran into a guy today that I used to work with, and he had mentioned his that I worked with him at Walmart, and he had mentioned that now he is a substitute teacher for our local
How
county.
weird is it to like know someone you went to school with, and like now they're a substitute teacher? Like,
Substitute
what?
teacher, but now he's going back for his
I feel like-
masters. But
Um,
he
good
but
for
he
him.
was one of those dudes that wore sunglasses in school.
That was to hide how excited he was for education.
He said it was to fluorescent lighting, but it
Yeah, I
could
feel
be.
like substitute teachers were supposed to be like grown in a lab. Like they were poor. They were poor. They were poor. They were poor quality clones of actual teachers. They were teachers
Is that how
were.
you feel about like mall cops too, or
That's mall cops. They're all in the same category of like just poorly constructed versions of what they're supposed to be a stand-in for. Temps from temp agencies. Like,
so they're also coming in for Suboxone, right?
yes,
Like,
they're the same people that come in. And the Suboxone, it's not really like a drug thing like they claim. It's to hide the fact that they're clones and that they need this kind of sustenance. They need this kind of sustenance to survive, because they're in constant pain from the lab. From the lab.
So
They would take
that's
it
where
off the machines too.
Percocets come from for pain
Right.
relief.
That's why all these motherfuckers are in pain. They're just terribly constructed clones. I don't know if this metaphor is going to resonate with anyone else, but
Oh,
it's
it
resonating
will.
in this room.
It'll definitely
really working here.
resonate somewhere, but it also might reach the wrong audience. But
I don't know if either there is no wrong audience for this show or all of the audience is wrong. Right? Insert, applause and what have you right here. This is I dig it. Yeah, I think it's really the
so what
short
are
and long of what we got.
Are we at right now?
Well, we're like 30 minutes, probably 10 once I edit this. All the offensive shit out of this. I'm just kidding. No censors here, no edits here, folks. You're getting raw Snide.
Raw footage.
Yeah. Insert it's not. Is it Wu-Tang? I think it is Wu-Tang. I like it raw. All that.
You like it raw. Hey, you like it raw. Is that Wu-Tang?
I know it's either RZA or Red
Or Redman?
Man, perhaps. I don't know. This is
That
embarrassing.
That needs to be Googled at some point. We need to find out.
I don't have an Igor here to Google for me. I probably should be the one Googling, but we got to keep this one short. It's just kind of an introductory.
Meet the crew.
Meet the Snides. And how do we sign this off?
Definitely at some point with a kick-ass song, for sure. But
Well, I think we're going out to the I Like It Raw.
like it
Wu-Tang.
raw.
I like it raw. It's just very, very just disturbing. I don't know. Well, have a good one.
Happy holidays.
I thought you were about to say Happy Hanukkah.
Well, that